Hello everyone, what is going on? Dan123yal here, back at it again with the Fortnite videos, and today I will be showing off the creative map that I made for the LTM contest, and I'm just not even going to try to edit a video with this because I'm sucky at editing, and I just want to get every point across about this map, and I'm freestyling the script offhand, so if there's any mess ups, we're going to do one take, everything baby. And let's see how this works. Alright, so this is the map that I call Castle Siege, and in this map there are 3 satellites. There's an attacking team and a defending team as well. The attacking team has to try to defeat these 3 satellites or knock them out. Each of these satellites explodes a little tiny bit when they are finally broken, and that's that. Defending team has to defend these for 15 minutes while staying alive and everything. Respawns are enabled, and it's very any experienced player friendly. So let's get started. There's a few spawn pads in certain locations up here. These all spawn different items that might be necessary in battle with other people. So what happens is the people spawn inside these houses over here. These are the attacking team's spawning location. There's more than 16 spawners, so it's random where you spawn. There's some back here by the launch pads and everything. Every player has a different set of weapons in their inventory when they spawn. The attacking team has a certain loadout, and the defending team has a certain loadout. And over here, I'm going to show off the castle a little bit too while I'm talking. So in the castle, there's a very heavy, like, maze sort of thing. It can take you to any section of the castle that you wish to. Every satellite is accessible from any part of here. You can go down any flight of stairs, you can go through any way. It's very confusing, but that's the fun part about it, and as well as the fact that if there's no way to guard specifically one area to get up and to attack the satellite. So for example, this is the only flight of stairs up here to this direct satellite route. But there's also some ways to get up through here, and through here. Now, the attacking team also has the ability to have the flintlock pistols, which would launch them up a little bit. So they can find different routes or different areas in order to use those. And that's that here. Let me spawn in, and let me show the loadout a little bit. So I'm on the defending team actually. There's some spawn pads up here on this giant wall that we have, and the defending team gets a drum gun, a hunting rifle, a deagle, and some shields. Both teams get shields. Now the attackers have 200 health and the ability to have 200 shield, but they don't spawn with the 200 shield. And the defenders have the ability to have 75 shield, but they don't spawn with that, but they do have it in their inventory when they spawn. And they also have 100 health only to defend with, because they spawn right up here locally inside the defending area, so they can just run over and attack the attackers that are attacking their shield currently, or their satellite. So you can shield up right away when you get into the game and everything. You can go defend up here, or you can defend by the wall, make sure no one gets through. There's also a way to... You can go inside of the spawning location, inside the spawning room for the defending or the attacking team. This is where they usually should end up. And inside there are a few spawners, 3 sets of 1 mini spawners. The chug jug that spawns every about 1 minute. Flintlock pistols, which I explained before, can just launch you up a little bit. It's very limited ammo for the defenders or the attackers. The attackers get barely any ammo for their guns, so they have to find these spawning locations, which are located throughout the castle, as well as in their spawning location, which they can just sit on if they want to, but then they risk losing it when they die. There's also a multitude of ways to get into this wall. So there's 3 main entrances right over here. 4 main entrances, 5 main entrances actually, to get inside this wall. There's also a set of launch pads in the back over there, as well as here, let me show both of these actually. So there's a bouncer up here at the top of this here factory, and there's a bunch of flight of stairs to get up to it. but it takes you pretty far up the hill, up the wall. You don't have to take much work to get up further, and the defending team might not suspect it because no one takes that route, because it would be too long of a way to get through to the castle. So let's go over here now. So over here, this is where the launch pads are located, right behind this red house, the farthest away from the castle. So if you spawn back here, you're actually in luck. You have a longer way to get to the spawning room and come back if you want to. But to launch pad off this, you can go right over the wall into the castle from anywhere you please. You can't go that far into it. So like you could land here, run up here. This is a very direct path to the middle satellite, but it might be heavily guarded because there's a way to drop down directly from where the defending team spawns, which is right here, and as well in this giant room over here. Now, I believe that is mostly it surrounding this game. It's really fun. It runs 15 minutes, like I said before, and I just think it would be a very good candidate for the LTM contest because of just how unique it is, and that no building is allowed, and that it's very oriented towards any type of skill set of players. And let me also show you the attacking team's loadout. This. See if this works. If not, I'll just explain it orally. Didn't work, right? Alright, I'll show you guys the boundaries also are located surrounding this area, and then I will show the spawning inventory of the defending or attacking players. Alright, so this is it. Which one is it? It's this one. This is the inventory of the attacking players. So they receive a shotgun, which is blue, minis, then big shields, one big shield, one mini, a few bullets, light bullets, AR bullets, shotgun bullets, not that much so that it's not overpowered, and then the revolver. So that loadout is very, very unique. No one uses it in the actual game. It was meant to be that way so that the gameplay would be fresh